so both drivers will be vacant. Row 8 not able to make the call here tonight. White flag being displayed. Next time by, we're going green flag racing. 20 laps the distance for the Kool Kids Ice and Water Core Pack Sprint Cars. Jim Hoopinen, Jake Brown on the front row. The Strickland GMC Pace Truck pulls off down the backstretch, and we're ready to go green flag racing. Ladies and gentlemen, you came looking for a show. Well, here you go. Let's end all the anticipation as we bring to you our feature presentation. Double greens in the air. Jim Hoopinen leads him into corner number 1. Dylan Westbrook in tow, but here comes Jake Brown. He'll shoot to the outside into second. Through 3 in corner 4. Your leader at the line on lap number 1. Jake Brown uses the outside. What a power move by the Little Ben 110. He'll put Jim Hoopinen back to second. Now Dylan Westbrook sneaks by into the runner-up spot.
Jake Brown coming from third to the lead here on the opening lap, with Dylan Westbrook and Jim Hoopinen lurking right there in second and third spot as we complete lap number 2. Westbrook to the bottom as Brown hammers the cushion on the outside.
Jake Brown had nothing but bad. As here he is on the top side, Jake Brown leading over Dylan Westbrook at the line. Lap number 3 on the board, 17 to go.
The straight shooter, Scott Kruder, is up to the third spot right now in the number 49 machine. He got by Jim Hoopinen last time through corners 3 and 4 as the top 2 cars go to the cushion. Now Westbrook with a little bit of a bobble there. Didn't lose much time on the Brown 110.
Jake Brown trying to hold off the hottest driver in Ontario right now, that 47X of Dylan Westbrook. He's got wins in all the major divisions in the area as well as here at Ohsweken Speedway. But Jake Brown doing a nice job as they approach the slow car of John Burbridge.
Corey Turner with some trouble there. He got up over the cushion. That car caught a rut in corners 3 and 4. That cost him his spot. The 97 machine goes back 1 and falls outside of the top 5 as now Westbrook right on the back bumper of Brown's 110 on lap number 6.
Yeah, he threw it in deep in corner 4 but couldn't make it stick. And now troubles for Curtis Gartley down the backstretch right in front of the leaders. The yellow flag will fly just in time. Whew. The leaders barreling down on the 6 of Curtis Gartley. So Jake Brown, your leader on lap number 6 with Dylan Westbrook in second. Scott Kruder right there in third. Mikey Krutchka up there in fourth. And the pole sitter Jim Hoopinen back in fifth. The leader, Jake Brown, last week had nothing but problems in the feature. The left side panel on that top wing fell off. He did a nice job keeping the car on the track for a handful of laps, and then finally they had to go to the pit area. But Jake Brown, a bit of redemption here tonight, and man, he looked strong in that Little Ben 110.
When he lost that left side pedal, that basically might as well have been a wingless car at that point last week. It was impressive to see.
Down in turn 1, said he's still not 100% right. Until he is, he will not be behind the wheel. So Glenn spent some time behind the grader this week, and man, they've done a marvelous job with turn number 1. If you remember how rutted it was last week, it is nice and smooth for them guys down there tonight. Fantastic job by the track crew to really put some polish into 1 and 2.
Should make mention, tomorrow night our good friends down at Ohsweken Speedway, a couple hours east of Toronto, will host the Southern Ontario Sprints. So if you want to, as Dylan Westbrook looks for win number 11 of 12 with the SOS. Chris Jones won last time at Brighton, so we'll see if Dylan can get back to victory lane at Brighton tomorrow night. Green flag coming back, single file past the Gone with the Little Ben 110. Jake Brown, your leader.
Good restart for Scott Kruder and Dylan Westbrook. Kruder with a bit of a trouble in turn number 1, but Westbrook staying right there with Brown through corner number 3. Both drivers fighting to get to the bottom. Westbrook going to slide up in front of us. Brown tries to turn it underneath. Wheel stand for the 110 off of corner 4.
Well, that's a little bit of bite out of corner number 4 for the Little Ben 110. He had the front wheels off the ground trying to get back by Dylan Westbrook. And now Kruder will sneak by into second and cut in front of the Little Ben 110.
Yes, the straight shooter, Scott Kruder, now up into the second position as he got by Jake Brown's 110 last time through corners 3 and 4. But Dylan Westbrook has about a 6-car length advantage over Kruder through turn number 3 this time.
When you're good, you're good, and when things are going your way, sometimes you're just unstoppable. That's the case for the 47X of Dylan Westbrook. It was a year and a half ago, going back to, well, almost make it 2 years now, back to the Triple Crown Showdown when he almost won his first ever 360 start. He's been just amazing ever since. and he's halfway away from picking up yet another win.
Interesting line. These drivers are running through corners 1 and 2 and a little bit less so in corner 3 and 4, but floating the car to the bottom side of the racetrack and then up to the cushion at the exit of each corner as Westbrook completes lap number 11 and now has 9 laps to go. Scott Kruder trying to reel him in.
Westbrook comes off of corner 4, this time to complete lap number 12. Second spot, Scott Kruder in the 49. Third, the Little Bend 110 of Jake Brown. Fourth is the 01 of Mikey Crutchkin. Fifth is Jim Hoopinen. Sixth right now, the 10 of Mitch Brown. And you got the 7th spot, Corey Turner. 8th will be the 2 of Lee Winger. 9th, Dane Nida and Ryan Turner completing the top 10.
And Kruder is reeling in Westbrook's number 47. He waddled off 0.4 of a second that last lap, and now he's caught the race leader. Scott Kruder right on the tail tank of the 47X of Dylan Westbrook as they race off of corner number 4 with 6 laps to go.
Down into corner 1 he goes. Kruder trying the outside line. Gets a good head of steam through corner number 2. Let's see what he does in 3. Will he cut low or go high? He'll stay up high. Here comes Westbrook off the corner. 5 laps left to go, says starter Kyle McKenzie.
And Scott Kruder is right there, right to the top side of the racetrack in corners 1 and 2. He has to go where Westbrook isn't, and that's on the bottom side of the racetrack for the 47X machine. Still, Scott Kruder pounding that cushion through corners 3 and 4. Seems to get a better run off of 4 than he does in corner 2.
4 to go, and 3 lap cars right in front of the leader. We'll see if they play a factor. Kruder is right there, all over the back end of the 47X. Meanwhile, a good battle right now for that 3rd spot. Make that the 4th spot. Crutchka and Hoopinen going back and forth.
Jim Hoopinen through the middle of the racetrack as Crutchka works the bottom. Hoopinen holds on to the 4th position for the moment as now Kruder has fallen back by about 5 car lengths to behind the Westbrook 47X, but the leaders are in traffic and just in front of a lap car. And Westbrook sliding up in front, and we'll have 2 laps to go now.
Oh, Kruder almost got into Jamie Turner. He gathers it back up in 2. He'll tuck back in behind the lap car, and this time by the white flag will come out for D-Dub's Dylan Westbrook as he leads him down into corner 1.
Final time through corner number 2. Westbrook has a couple of lap cars to deal with, but he is half a straightaway clear of Scott Kruder's number 49. Off of corner number 4 for the final time, Dylan Westbrook will win to start the month of July here at Ohsweken.
Second place will be Scott Kruder. Third will go to the Little Bend 110 of Jake Brown. Jim Hoopinen will come home 4th, and Mitch Brown claws his way into the top 5, getting by Mikey Crutchkin in the closing laps. So Dylan Westbrook makes it 2 in a row here at the Big O. Winner last week in the Cool Kids Core Pack SOS Challenge. He gets another one here tonight in the 47X. There's your winner out of Scotland, Ontario, the Bradshaw Fuels Ohsweken Speedway 47X of Dylan Westbrook. With that win, Dylan moves into 6th all-time and wins. He's tied with Steve Poirier with 8 feature wins here at the Big O. And he's only been doing this in 2 years.
Yeah, that is some seriously impressive company to be a part of.
He just moved past Jared Zimbardi, Rick Wilson, Shane Stewart, and Brian Howland, who all had 7 wins. They were tied with Dylan Westbrook coming into tonight. He's now tied with Steve Poirier at 8. One more win, and he'll catch Mitch Brown and Keith Dempster. And in 3 wins, he can be tied for 2nd with Dustin Daggett and Tom Hoopinen. And that's very doable this year.
That Shane Stewart guy, he still drives Sprintcars, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly.